What if I told you one of the most influential horror novels ever written began in a trash can? Picture a young writer, frustrated, tossing away his manuscript. Would you guess that book would soon terrify millions and redefine modern horror? That writer was Stephen King, born in 1947 in Portland, Maine. Today, he is one of the most widely read authors in history, with more than 400 million books sold worldwide. But his rise was anything but inevitable. Horror, in King's hands, was never just about monsters. It was about ordinary lives, cracking under pressure. Why does that matter? Because fear feels different when it looks like your neighbor, your family. King's breakthrough came in 1974 with Carrie, a story rescued from the trash by his wife, Tabitha King. The novel did more than launch his career. It showed that horror could live inside high school hallways, social cruelty, and shame. Just a few years later came The Shining, followed by it in 1986, cementing King as a cultural force. Was he simply prolific? Or was he tapping into something deeper about the human mind? Part of the answer lies in psychology. King's stories often begin with realism. Then, fictional towns in Maine feel lived in because they are shaped by his own experiences. Even his near-fatal hit and run accident in 1999 reshaped his later work, adding sharper reflections on pain, mortality, and survival. Can horror be a way of... Not everyone agrees on King's legacy. Some critics argue his sheer output sacrifices. Others question film adaptations like Stanley Kubrick's version of The Shining, which King himself criticized. And yet, directors like Frank Darabont have proven his stories can become powerful dramas, as seen in The Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. Beyond scares, King's range is undeniable. Writing under the name Richard Bachman, experimenting with fantasy, listening to rock music while drafting page after page, he kept asking one question: what scares us now? So, when you think about Stephen King, do you see a master of monsters, a chronicler of human fear, or simply a relentless storyteller who refuses to stop writing? Which part of his legacy resonates with you most, and why? Take care of yourselves until we meet again.